Welcome back, guys. And
We were hyped. I mean, the amount of let's goes that were sent back and forth is crazy.
I think this trade kind of shocked us a little. It kind of shocked me.
super exciting.
That's kind of hard to believe.
Let's get hyped and let's get into the video.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Talking Tridents, a Mariners podcast. We have something different and exciting for this episode. We did an experiment on MLB The Show where we set the League and Mariners 2026 rosters, and we're going to and lineups and pitching rotation, everything what we think this year is going to look like in terms of the Mariners. And we simulated the whole season to see how the Mariners would end up at the end of this year. So we're gonna review the footage and everything that we found out and see if our predictions were right for this upcoming season. We'll start out running down the lineups that we set. This is what we think the lineups for 2026 for the Mariners are going to look like. Denon, do you want to run it down really quick?
Yeah, and in our last video, we covered kind of what we thought the offseason was like. So we kept it true. We didn't make any adjustments or anything like that. So let's go with the lineup versus left-handed pitchers. We got Randy in the leadoff, Julio, then Cal and Josh Naylor. Rob Refsnyder is your DH. Victor Robles, Ben Williamson, Cole Young, and J.P. Crawford round out the 9. Against right-handed pitching, it looks very similar, just a few tweaks. You got Randy, Julio, Cal, Josh Naylor. Canzone's now in at right field. Luke Raley is your DH. Ben Williamson, Young, and J.P. again round out the 9. For the rotation, we got Logan Gilbert, Brian Wu, Luis Castillo, George Kirby, and Bryce Miller. And then the bullpen, we have our key guys: Munoz, closer; our setup man are Brash and Spire, Luke Wilson, Carlos Vargas, Jose Ferrer, and then a few others in there as well. We went month by month. We'll break down month by month and then kind of review at the end. So here we go.
Yeah, so I'll break it down. What was the first month after simulating the first month of the season? How were we looking?
After the first month was rough, Mariners struggled, ended 2 games below 500 at 14-16. We forgot to mention, too, we turned off injuries, we turned off trades, and we turned off free agency signings, so the roster stayed consistent the whole year.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But yeah, so 14-16, that's a pretty rough March and April.
Yeah, very, very.
The good thing is we fared a little bit better after we simulated through May. Mariners finally were able to reach past 500 due to a win streak of a week and a half. Ended the month 31-26. So that's now second in the AL West, only behind the Astros at 35-23. So things are looking up, right?
Right.
Going into June, Mariners ended the month at 44-40. The Athletics have now overtaken us in the standings at 46-41. So, kind of slipping there, guys. We got to make a trade, but guess what? We're not doing that.
Yeah, no trades by the Mariners or any other team in this simulation. We just kept the rosters and everything the same throughout the whole year. So, no deadline moves for the Mariners this year.
Nope.
What they're sticking with at the opening day is what they got the whole year. So
Jerry Dipoto said at this point, we're confident in our major league roster, so we did not make a change because we wanted to keep our rotation and prospects intact.
And we'll see how that works out by the end of this season.
Following month, we then have Mariners ending ahead of the Athletics at least, so there's some traction there.
Hey.
Still behind the Astros at 58-52. So that's going through July. All-Star break has passed. Moving on through August, everything stays pretty consistent. We're still below that 54% mark. Mariners have 72 wins and 64 losses, still trailing behind the Astros. The gap is narrow as we're only 2 games behind now, but things still aren't looking great.
Yeah.
Rounding out the final month, the Mariners end 86-76, below 54%, and not making the playoffs.
Crazy.
So let's break this down. I mean, obviously this is hyper realistic, and this is going to happen. But he said sarcastically. Yeah. But I mean, this is kind of telling. I mean, our roster is not good enough to repeat what we did last year without more additions. So, what did you think through this little experiment?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is MLB The Show, not real life, but it's a good sign that hey, like if we put out that roster every single day, and this would be the results potentially. 10 wins over 500. Okay, cool, but wasn't even good enough to make a wild card in this scenario. And yeah, we didn't upgrade at all. I mean, you see the roster. This is what we think the roster will look like next year. You guys may think there's a couple different tweaks, but really, and not like you can't argue that there would be any major tweaks than what we put out here, right? Than what we think the roster and rotation will look like. And yeah, I mean, like we said before, there was no upgrades, and this is what would happen.
Consistently through this experiment, I just saw the mediocrity. There was just you have a really strong top four with Randy, Julio, Cal, and Naylor, and then after that, it's kind of a bunch of question marks. I mean,
yeah,
you're not going to have Dominic Canzone. I don't think will repeat what he did last year, but you definitely will get more playing time. Ben Williamson and Cole Young, as of right now, are your everyday starters. Maybe Ryan Bliss getting in there every once in a while. But it just showed that the lineup is not deep enough to make a run. And you know what? Like you said, 86 and 76, yeah, there's a potential you make the wild card, but a lot of other teams got better this offseason. The Rangers have gotten better. They've made multiple trades. The Athletics they're gonna be a scary team this year. So you have to make these moves, or guess what? You're gonna be behind. And through this experiment, that's what we saw.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, couldn't have said it better. Yeah, it's disappointing, and it's a fun little way to show that, hey, like what we've been saying and what a lot of fans have been thinking is correct. Even MLB The Show doesn't think that the Mariners are going to be any better or even a playoff team this upcoming season. So sucks, but why doesn't Jerry and front office just fire up the PlayStation and go on the MLB The Show and be like, hey, look, this is what we're coming with.
Happen.
Yeah, and I mean, even like you said, like with like Ryan Bliss is even a question mark as our potential like infield utility guy, or get some starts in there in place of Cole Young, Ben Williamson. That's 3 question marks right there. I mean, Ryan Bliss was injured like the whole year last year, so you don't know what you're going to get even out of him.
And even to further your point there, like we turned injuries off, so this is best case.
Yeah.
This is your rotation
exactly.
healthy. This is your 9 starters are healthy. Your bench is healthy. That doesn't happen in a baseball season. Again, we talked in the last video that 2024's rotation was amazing because we only had 7 starters the whole year. And in this scenario, we only had 5, and we still only had 86 and 76. So, is this exactly what's going to happen? No. When we were texting a few days ago, though, I mentioned that this will be our record, and it was kind of crazy to see that actually.
You called it exactly.
Finished.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So, I think this just shows and emphasizes our points from the last video. More moves need to be made, or this offseason's a bust. And unless Randy has a career year, unless Cal repeats his crazy year last year, if Julio and Naylor live up to their potential, and as well as our our lower level guys, it's going to be a disappointing season. And I really hope that we are proved wrong. But we'll come back to this at the end of the season and see where we're at.
Yeah, it'll be fun to look back on this and say how accurate this was, if it was anywhere near correct, or if it was completely wrong in either direction, either good or bad. So, yeah. Anything else you want to mention about this video? Or?
No. Yeah, thanks for watching this special edition of simulated Talking Tridents through MLB The Show. Let's hope that we fare better in the real season, but this is very telling. So let us know what you think down below. Let us know if you think this is realistic or just pure simulation video game play. So let us know, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yep, we'll be back with another video soon. See ya.